You are listening to the Happy, Healthy, Hot Mom Summit, where you will discover how to be fit, sexy, and energized, even if you are a busy mom. With your host, top female fat loss and hormone specialist, Dr. Michelle Sands.
Hey there, Dr. Michelle Sands here, and today we are in the kitchen with Chef Guy. Chef Guy Alinat is a classically trained French chef. He was born and raised in France, but he's traveled all over the world cooking and teaching in restaurants. And during that time, he's learned to speak 4 languages fluently. He currently lives in Tampa, Florida with his wife and 5 children, where he's an ACF certified executive chef and the owner of Artisan Boutique Catering. Chef Guy is also a published author. In his second and most recent book is called Eat More, Burn More. It's a collection of over 100 delicious recipes, and it's for anyone interested in looking good, feeling good, and eating good food. Chef Guy caught my eye because of this book, and also I saw him all over the internet and all over YouTube teaching personal trainers and celebrities how to cook delicious food and stay fit. I like the way he focuses on rustic, elegant food, authentic ingredients, and beautiful presentations. It's really cool that he's a gourmet French chef and he focuses on sound nutrition and very natural ways of cooking and eating. So I wanted to have him here on the Happy Healthy Hot Mom Summit to talk about ways that busy moms can make beautiful meals that your family will enjoy in just minutes. So today we're talking about simple techniques for excellent food. So stay tuned and I will see you on the other side. Hi, Michelle Sands here with the Happy Healthy Hot Mom Summit. I want to thank you for coming today, and we have a special treat today. We have Chef Guy, and in the intro I explained to you how he is a classically trained French chef, and he has a love for the delicious food that's healthy, but he also can teach us how to make it ourselves. So you don't actually have to go to culinary school to make beautifully delicious meals that are also healthy for you. So hi, Chef Guy, how are you?
Hi, how are you, Michelle? I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm super excited to have you because I've been following you for a while. I come from a bodybuilding background in a fitness world where we carried around Tupperwares of just plain chicken and plain broccoli, where it was healthy, but it wasn't really delicious. So my clients seem to have a fear of the gym and a fear of the kitchen as well. So I'm helping them get over the fear of the gym by doing some fun home workouts, and I want you to help us get over the fear of the kitchen. So today we're going to talk about how to make meals that are healthy and taste good. So what do you have to help us with?
That sounds great. I mean, the fear of the kitchen, I completely understand because I have been here in Florida for 15 years. Cooking for private clients. Doing demonstration cooking classes and things like that. And it is really something that people, you put your finger on it. It's really a lot of people are scared of being in the kitchen, and if they're not scared, they're no intimidated, or just I'm gonna say, lazy, but not in a bad way. We all busy, and we all have like plenty of things to do. And sometimes, as much as we love cooking, we just don't want to spend more than 20 minutes in the kitchen. The kids are screaming. You have things to do. It's late, you're tired, and you just don't want to spend time in the kitchen. And that I understand. I'm actually married to a hot mom myself, and and we have 5 children.
Oh my goodness.
So when they're hungry, they're hungry, and the food has to happen pretty quickly. And sometimes we can plan, and sometimes we just don't plan because we're just too busy. So I definitely understand that part. It's intimidating.
So where would you think that someone might start? Let's say that I know how to cook just a couple things, but I'm not very
Yeah.
good at it. Do you think that there's a way that people can start, or do you just have to dive in?
No. There's a great way to start, but I'm going to start by giving you the way not to start. You ready?
Yeah, please.
You should not start with recipes.
Are you
Recipes
what?
recipes have never taught anyone how to cook, and they're actually, wearing you down, because what do you do when you find a recipe that you like and you find out that you're missing one ingredient? You're stuck. You're not doing it, or you're going to take a huge chance, and you're just going to replace an ingredient, and most likely it's going to fail, or it's not going to turn out that great. So really, recipes are just bad news for everybody. Now you're going to tell me, what should we replace recipes with? And there's one word. It's technique. You need to have some techniques. Now, the chefs, they have 200 techniques in their little bags of tricks, right? But we don't need 200 techniques. To cook well in the kitchen, you need maybe 5 easy techniques. Okay?
Really?
One of them might be, I don't know, steaming. If you know how to steam something, you know how to steam everything. If you know how to steam fish, you know how to steam bok choy and zucchini, and you know how to steam chicken and salmon, anything like that. So steaming, for example, is one technique that you can use, and you need another 4 like that. And if you intertwine all these techniques, then you have an arsenal of cooking techniques, and you just have to go to the grocery store, pick up what you want to try, and using those techniques, like for example steaming, then it doesn't matter what you steam. If you don't have zucchini at the supermarket, pick up some squash. I promise you, they steam the same way.
Yeah, wow. I've never thought about. I've steamed vegetables, but I've never steamed anything else. So
you can steam almost anything, really. So steaming is one of them, but there's plenty of other techniques. But if you only have like 5 easy ones, you can create, and that's what cooking is about. When you create in a kitchen, you have fun, but you don't need to be a chef to create. You just need to be someone who understands 5 techniques, 5 easy ones.
wow, that really set in, because when you said that recipes are not the way to start, that's the way I've always started, and that's the way I think
maybe I'm making it sound bad, it's
No,
not
but
that.
you are right though, because when you don't have all the ingredients, or if you're not sure about a certain, they say like, sometimes they'll use a term that we don't understand, and then we just don't do it at all, and then we order something.
and with recipe, you kind of stuck because you feel like you have to follow by the letter, and you spend more time reading than you spend time cooking.
Yes, and I get very stressed out because I'm reading, and then I'm cooking, and then I'm reading, and then it's boiling over, and I'm reading.
And of course, Michelle, what happened the second time that you want to do the same recipe without looking the recipe? Well, it's much faster and it's easier, and then you involve your senses. You learn to smell, to look, like shrimp. Even if you don't know how to when shrimp are cooked, you just have to know that shrimp tell you when they're cooked. They change color. So when you take a look at the shrimp cooking, once they change color, they're cooked. That's all there is to it. So you just have to know little tips like that instead of following like a recipe that is way too complicated, really.
Yes, and then we can actually like be present with our family and be talking and have a conversation and maybe drink a little bit of wine and talk to our children instead of being immersed in that recipe.
I like the way you think, and I like your good taste for wine,
I'm Italian, so also from the Mediterranean area, so I think we have that in common.
Good. So
if I was someone who was not a cook to begin with, do I need to buy a whole bunch of equipment, or is there some stuff that I would start with?
No, that's another big lie. Whoever tells you to buy all kind of gadgets, utensils, expensive cookware and whatnot, they're lying. All you need to have is, mark my words, okay? You need 3 knives. That's it. Good quality knives, but 3. Okay. No more than 3. Okay? That's a chef knife, and a utility knife, and a paring knife. And then a cookware. You know what the best cookware is? It's a skillet, a cast iron skillet. So make sure you have 1 or 2 skillets and a couple of saucepans, or Dutch oven, cast iron Dutch oven. Here you go. So 1 or 2 skillets and 1 or 2 Dutch ovens and a steamer, and you're done.
So So some knife,
Oh,
a steamer,
sorry.
cutting board, right? A
Yes,
cutting board.
exactly. That was my third one. You need a good, large, thick cutting board, and then you're set.
Would it be a wood cutting board? Do you recommend wood ones over different?
Either okay, no glass ever,
That would be
ever.
dangerous.
Well, you see, like, those, glass cutting boards,
Oh yeah.
they're horrible for the knife. They make a very bad noise when you chop on it. It's horrible. So wood is great. Actually, a bamboo wood is a great cutting board because it's not pricey, and it actually lasts a long time. I've been having the same bamboo cutting boards for maybe 10 years, and yeah. You just need to be comfortable, so it has to be like a big cutting board, so you have ample room to cut your things, because guess what, slicing vegetables can be a great pleasure.
I don't know about that.
If you have a good knife and cutting board, and you know the proper technique, and that's one of the techniques you need to have in your 5 techniques I was talking about, proper technique to cut and slice vegetables.
Oh, okay.
Then it actually is a pleasure with a glass of wine, a little bit of music, and
not too much wine with a knife.
Sure. Don't do this at home. And the kids, involve the kids. The kids, they probably want your attention, so they will come to the kitchen. Give them their task,
Yes, that's wonderful. When I was young, my mom always had me in the kitchen with her, and that's actually how I learned the cooking skills that I do have. It's because I was sitting in there with her all the time and just like, helping her like break the bread up for breadcrumbs, or little things that she helped me do, and that was actually made me actually like cooking. I actually like to do things in the kitchen. And so if I'm thinking about the steamed vegetables and steamed shrimp. Now, I know you like flavor, so what would you say might be a good sauce or some kind of seasoning to put on stuff like that?
That's right. It's a great question, because I see your point. You're thinking steamed vegetables. Okay, great way to cook, healthy, fast, no cleaning. You only have the steamer to rinse. You don't even have to clean it. You just have to rinse it. Okay, so that's a great way to cook. But you're right. Sometimes it's lacking in flavor. Let me give you a couple of tips. The number one is to never overcook your vegetables. We're always scared of undercooking ingredients, But guess what? A zucchini, you can eat it raw. A carrot, you can eat it raw, uncooked. So even if you screw up and really undercook a carrot, nothing is going to happen to you. It's still going to be good, okay? So and that's important. Here is why. Because the more you cook a vegetable, the more the flavor disintegrates. It just goes away. It just falls through the crack and end up in the bottom part of the steamer where the water is, and then you throw the water away. So try to undercook your vegetables, the green vegetables that are so essential to losing weight. This, you need to pack your steamer with them. Kale, chard, spinach, any kind of greens. Just put them in that steamer, and they're going to cook in literally 2 or 3 minutes.
Wonderful. And and that's true that not only does the flavor go away, but also the nutrients is going with the flavor.
Exactly.
When you're eating that flavorless food, it doesn't have any nutrients in it either.
Exactly.
So that's a great tip.
And the second part of that building the flavor when steaming is to add really uncomplicated flavor, very simple. What I'm thinking about, let's say that in the same steamer, you're going to cook a piece of salmon, let's say, and some chard and a few carrots, let's say, okay? You can put all that in the same steamer, not a problem. You wait, when it's cooked, you take off the lid, and you put your salmon and vegetables on a plate. All you have to do then is to add a few simple flavor. I'm thinking a little bit of salt, a little bit of freshly ground pepper, and then a drizzle of very good extra virgin olive oil, like the most expensive that you can afford. Okay, just drizzle it, and I'm thinking a little lemon juice.
Yeah.
And just that is going to make all the difference. Now, if you have a little bit of basil, a little bit of parsley, a little bit of chives, all fresh, no dry herbs, then you sprinkle with a few chopped parsley, a few cilantro, chives, and just that. That takes literally, 3 minutes to put together, and it has a lot of flavor just like that. Extra virgin olive oil, lemon juice, salt, pepper, and a few fresh herbs.
Wow, that sounds delicious, and those are all very healthy superfoods for you. And so I think that's a common mistake. I think myself included, I'm guilty of seasoning it like salt, pepper, olive oil, lemon juice before I cook it, and not at the end. So it's better to do it at the end.
Well, in the case of steaming, yes, because steaming doesn't need any oil whatsoever. It's not like you're frying or sautéing, or it's just it's just gonna cook by itself, really, just by the steam, right? But at the end, yes, a little drizzle of a very good extra virgin olive oil just goes a long way.
Wonderful. Well, that sounds delicious. So I am super excited because I know you're giving away a free gift to our listeners who are watching today,
Yes.
and that is going to teach them many of these techniques that we're talking about. Is that correct?
Yes. So I started creating this ebook. Really, that's what it is. It's a 51-page ebook with photos, no recipes, but some techniques and tips that anybody at any level can learn just by reading the book, and they're gonna have an aha moment at every single page. 51 pages, I promise it. Okay, so I started writing that book because of this, because cooking doesn't have to be complicated. If people only knew a couple of like very easy tips and techniques, forget about the recipes, they would be empowered to cook. And that's what cooking is about. Cooking is only boring and fastidious and annoying if you're not empowered with your own creativity. Everybody is creative. All of you listeners right now, I know they're all creative because they're all different. They have their own, taste and everything. So all they need to do is just a couple of techniques to put that creativity, and boom, get started like that.
Wonderful. So it'll be like part of their life. It'll just be part of something that you do and not a task that you need to do. And that's wonderful.
Yes. That's, I think that you said it better than I did. It's about becoming part of your life, and that doesn't happen with recipe. It happens little by little, because at the beginning you can have those 5 techniques, but as you go and spend more time in the kitchen, you're going to acquire more and more techniques, and as you acquire more and more technique, your creativity is revving up, and then you have more and more dishes that you can do. And I'm not talking about the dishes that you have to do by following a recipe. I'm talking about a dish that you gather at a supermarket 5 minutes before coming home. You don't have a list. You're just looking what looks good, and you like, oh, beautiful tomatoes, I'll take some. Oh, what are we having? Oh, chicken sounds good tonight. And look at these beautiful chives. And you pick up whatever you want. You come home, and with these 5 little techniques, you can put that together. It's not a problem, I promise.
That's wonderful. So moms can take advantage of what's fresh, what's on sale, what's available at the farmer's market, or even what's in their garden. That is wonderful.
Yeah.
So you can save money and be healthy and save time and just be more involved in with your cooking and your life. And I always try to emphasize that just make it your own, even like working out or doing yoga or meditating. I mean, if you're going to learn little techniques when you first start, learn how to do certain moves or certain techniques, and then you build on that and make it your own, and then it becomes something that you love instead of something that you have to do. So I really appreciate you being with us today. And where can we go to get that crash course in cooking?
So you mean the free book that I would like to? Yeah. So I have a website for that, and I called it Home Chef Revolution. So home, just like a home, right? Chef, just like a chef. and revolution, just like a revolution, home chef revolution.
Wonderful.
Especially
we're going to
because,
put a link underneath the video as well, so you guys don't actually have to remember that, but I just wanted you to let everybody know what it was so that we can check it out.
great.
Well, thank you so much, and keep doing what you're doing. You also have a book out on Amazon that I wanted to just let everyone know about. It's called Eat More, Burn More. Is that correct?
It is correct. I don't have to tell you what the book is about, Eat More, Burn More. But, however, I'm going to tell you that I'm a big hypocrite because I've been really talking poorly about recipes, but that Eat More, Burn More book is all about recipes, 100 of them to lose weight while eating good food, So yes, I talk badly about recipes, but sometimes recipes is a good way to communicate, something about food also.
Well, it's good to know the foundations that you don't need a recipe, but then if you want some inspiration and, if you want to see what people are doing, it's great to look at. I mean, I always look at recipes anyway, so I think that that's wonderful that if you're gearing towards burning fat, then you can get a whole bunch of recipes and ideas that you can even change around and insert your own flair. So thank you so much once again for being here. We're super excited to learn about healthy cooking and that it doesn't have to be difficult. So thank you again, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you so much for having me, Michelle. I really appreciate it. Have a good day.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you received a lot of value out of this interview. I know that I did. I want you to open up to the possibility of making this new year the greatest opportunity that you have had so far to improve your life. This is about breaking out of paradigms. It's about learning the art of living. It is about honoring who you are as a woman as you discover who you are as a mother. It is about taking care of your body, mind, and spirit so that you can take better care of your family and be a shining example, a role model for your children so that they can grow up to be healthy, happy, and successful. I promise to continue to bring you educational, empowering, and inspiring content to help you achieve the body that you dream about and the life that you are meant to live. Stay tuned for more value-packed interviews, and be sure to check out all the resources on my website, metabolicmama.com. Until next time, wishing you a happy, healthy, hot day. Take care, mamas.